ز شکوهت آسمان شود ای صاحب زمان به حضورت دل جوان شود عدل و امید و
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله كما هو أحلو. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا وحبيب إله العالمين سيدنا الممجد بشيرنا المسدد المصطفى الأمجد أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين إمام زماننا هذا حجة ابن الحسن روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء وجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, welcome to the holy shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wa salam. Welcome to the holy city of Karbala, and welcome to another episode of very special and unique series of programs, Salam Ya Hussain alayhi salatu wa salam. Today is 1st of القعدة, which means that the Dahir Karamat has started, which starts from the Vilada of Bibi Fatima Ma'asuma Salamullah alayha and ends with the Vilada of Imam Ali ibn Musa al-Radha alayhi salatu wassalam. I would like to congratulate all of you this 10-day of celebration of these two great personalities' birthday, which is called Dahai Karamat and 10-day of the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's begin today's program with Dua Salamatiya Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Farajahum al-Sharif, which mean a supplication for the protection and the safety of our 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wassalam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اللهم كل وليك لحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توءا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. آمين يا رب العالمين. آمين يا رب العالمين. It's very unusual that on the 1st of Muharram, first of the month, new month, I would have a program. It very rare happens, except of course, Muharram al-Haram. But because I started late, so today I'm going to have the last episode of this series of programs. So let's present our salam to Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam, whose title is Babul Hawaij Saqai Sakina, and he is also Shahanshai Wafa, Lord of Loyalties, and of course Abdus Saleh. So let's recite a short ziyarah of Hazrat Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Just make the niyyah that we are going to present a short salam and the ziyarah to Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Just make the niyyah that on behalf of yourselves, your families, friends, neighbors, كل مؤمنين والمؤمنات and كل مرحومين والمرحومات قربة إلى الله. Either you can put your hand on your chest or you can point your finger towards the shrine in order to show your respect. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس يا ابن أمير المؤمنين أيها العبد الصالح المطيع لله ولرسوله ولأمير المؤمنين ولحسن والحسين عليهم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. تقبل الله أعمالكم وأجركم من الله. May Allah accept our efforts and give to all of us the best reward with the right of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam and Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. I would like to highlight briefly about the life and the history of Lady Fatima Ma'suma Salamullah alayha. Lady Fatima Ma'suma Salamullah alayha, who is buried in Qum, and that's why we also call her Hazrat Ma'suma Qum Salamullah alayha. She is one of the daughters of Imam Musa Kadham alayhi salatu wasalam, and she is the real sister of Hazrat Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam. And real sister mean from father and mother both. I mean, her mother and Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam's mother is same, Bibi Najma Khatun. And she is the, of course, aunt of Hazrat Imam Jawad Imam Taqi alayhi salatu wasalam. Lady Fatima Ma'suma Salamullah alayha, her name is Fatima Kubra. Imam Musa Kadham alayhi salatu wasalam, he had 37 children. And amongst those 3 daughters, he named them Fatima. I mean, Imam Musa Kadham alayhi salatu wasalam, he had 37 children. And out of them, he put the names of 3 of his daughters Fatima. So Lady Ma'suma Salamullah alayha, being an older daughter, her name was Fatima Kubra. At the time of her wafat in Qum, she was 27 years old and she was not married yet. And amongst all the children, why she was highlighted, I will just mention about it. But before that, we see that Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam would have to come to Khurasan, Tus, at that time. Today we call the Mashhad al-Muqaddas Tus. I mean, now is Khurasan, but then it was Tus. And Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam was called. There are different reasons why he would have to come, and he would migrate from Medina towards Tus of that time. There were political reasons and there were other different reasons that he had to come. Now, Lady Ma'suma Salamullah alayha, she loved her brother so much, so she also wanted to come and join him. So she left with her family, with a good number of her cousins and other, of course, family members like her nieces, nephews. And she was traveling towards Khurasan, Tus, to meet her brother Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam. Though there are different narrations, but this is the most accepted one in the history. I mean, like historians and of course, great scholars like Majlisi even, they have accepted this concept and the narration. So while she was traveling to Khurasan with her family, she was attacked in Sawa, which was very close to Qum. And also other narration is that when she reached over there and she asked that how far is Qum from here, then they told her, so she said, go and tell them that I'm here. So then the tribes, they came and they took her into the city of Qum, where they welcomed her, warm welcome, historical welcome. And then she was over there and she got sick, while also she was attacked according to another narration, and she was there I think maybe 16-17 days, and she passed away over there in Qum, and she was buried over there with a full protocol. And that's why we also see that Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam's one of the saying is that whoever come to visit me has to also go to visit my sister, and if he won't go, it's like doing jafa on me. So this is briefly a story. But of course now there are two things. I mean, there are narrations, we see the sayings of Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, including Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, about the importance of Qum city. I mean, we also call it Holy City Qum, no doubt about that. But question comes in that is Kum, I mean, important, and Lady Masuma Salamullah, she came over there because Kum was important, or because Lady Fatima Masuma Salamullah, she went over there, so the importance of Kum becomes the importance. I mean, is it like, because itself Kum was important, so she came there, or because she went over there, so Kum became Kum? So of course, strongly the narration is that because she went into the Kum, so Kum became Kum. And not only that, but also it was already whatever was said that there is a piece of land which is called Kum. It was also because Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, he told his companions that there will be a time where one of my daughter will bury over there. So that means that they knew that what is going to happen. So she went over there, and because of that, of course, Kum became Kum. Now, the question comes in, this is very important question, and I believe that's what we have to learn from the history. I mean, it's not only Lady Fatima Masuma Salamullah, but I will say that from all other Aima alayhi salatu wasalam, we have to try our best to learn, what is the significance, what is the importance, what is like different point, and why someone is so much highlighted. There has to be some reasons behind it, and there are some reasons which are hidden, invisible. Of course, plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. God wanted like that, it happened. Yes, we believe in it. إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا يقول له كن فيكون. He is صاحب كن فيكون. But there are some reasons which we can see and we can try to implement. Like there are the things which are doable, which are not impossible, which are possible, not hidden, not secret, open. Like for example, about Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. What was the significance of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam? So many things. I mean, there are so many things. His piety, his knowledge, his bravery, his closeness to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his sacrifices, his successes, his fasahat of balaghat. I mean, you can highlight so many things. His leadership, his command, no doubt about that. وَالسَّابِقُونَ السَّابِقُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. But then we see that when there was a time when he was set aside and ignored and would be sitting home, at that time, was there something that would bring even his worst enemies to his door? Yes, there was something significant, and that was his knowledge. Ana Madinatul Ilmi wa Aliyun Babuha. Go see in the history how many times, 70 times, someone comes to him and he says, Lawla Ali la halaka falan. Why? Because of his knowledge. So that means there is something which is very, very important. That if you have that, beside other things which are also very important, but that will be something standing, will be highlighted, will not be ignored. In the case of Hazrat Masuma Salamullah alayha, Imam Ali ibn Musa Radha alayhi salam, he is Imam. Imam is Imam. No matter where he lives, in cave, in mountains, on top of mountains, in desert, nobody knows, nobody has a direct access. Like to Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam, today he is in Ghaibat Kubra, nobody has a direct access, but everybody knows it because he is an Imam of the time. So Imam Ali ibn Musa Radha alayhi salam, no matter that he is in prison for an example, he is under the supervision of the government for an example, he is house arrest, or whatever the circumstances are there, he is Imam. He will be highlighted. Nobody can ignore him. I mean, Imam Taqi alayhi salatu wasalam, Imam al-Naqi alayhi salatu wasalam, Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salatu wasalam. They were literally house arrested. But at the end of the day, could they control them? No. Could they ignore them? No. I mean, today everyone around the world, they know about them. Who was Imam al-Naqi alayhi salatu wasalam, or Imam al-Taqi alayhi salatu wasalam, or Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salatu wasalam. Their each and every details everybody knows. Why? Because they are Imam. But Lady Masuma Salamullah alayha, she is sister of Imam. She is a daughter of Imam. She is an aunt of Imam. So there are other daughters of Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salam. We don't know them. As much as, of course, Lady Fatima Masuma Salamullah. Today you see that in Qum, mashallah, there is a big Islamic seminary. Thousands and thousands students are studying over there. And so many even mujtahideen, they were graduated from there. And even right now, we have more than 8-9 certified mujtahideen, they live over there. And they are leading the whole Shia world and Muslim world. So that is the significance. Now we see, there you come, something different, which has to be highlighted, which has to be taken as a role model, which has to be, followed. And we have to try our best to get this, quality. That is the quality of being knowledgeable, education. Let's see what is the story. The story is that some of the followers of Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam, they came to visit Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam in Medina while he was living in Medina. Because after he was transferred to Baghdad, of course, Kazamain, he was buried over there. So when they came to visit him in Medina, Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam was not at home. He was traveling out of city. They had questions. They wanted to ask Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam, and they could not stay and wait for Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam. They had to go. So while they were worried about it, that we have questions and we want to ask Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salam, and he is not here and we can't wait for his return, so what to do? Then a servant comes and he says, write down your questions and give it to me. They gave him the questions. He went inside and he brought back the answers. Whatever the questions they had, there was a written answers for those questions. So the servant, he said that these are the answers from the daughter of Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam. And she was at that time, young girl. So they took the answers and they were happy that Alhamdulillah we got our answers. They left. While they were leaving back, going out, on their way back, they saw that Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salam is returning back, coming back. They met him, they were very excited. They said, Yabna Rasulullah, we went to visit you and we wanted to ask the questions and you were not at home and we could not wait for you. We had to go, but we are happy that we saw you. And here are the questions that we asked, and your daughter, she answered all these questions. So they showed to Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam. And I'm sure that the reason it would be that they wanted to get the endorsement from Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam. Because sometimes it's not that easy to get the satisfaction. لَيَطْمَعِنَّ قَلْبِي. They wanted to get the satisfaction that yes, these answers are the correct answers. So Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam, he looked up the all answers given to them by Lady Masuma Salamullah alayha, a beloved daughter of Imam Musa Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam, at her young age. When he saw the answers, he said, yes, these are correct answers according to my knowledge, which means that if I would answer you, I would answer the same. And then he said, Fidaha Abuha. This is the second time where it has been quoted. First, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said about Lady Fatima to Zahra salamul alaiha, Fidaha Abuha. Her father sacrifices himself for her. And here Imam Musa Kadam alayhi salatu wasalam, he also said the same thing. He said, Fidaha Abuha. That yes, I'm proud of her, that she has answered correctly. These are the answers that I would also, will answer the same to these questions. So here is something which is unique, different, significant. Knowledge, ilm, education. Now we see the second phase. And second phase is that when Lady Mahsuma Salamullah, she was in Sava, either she was attacked or she sent the messenger to come and told them that there is a sister of Imam Ali ibn Musa Islam, that she is traveling. So they went to welcome her and they brought her into the city. Or while she was attacked and they figured it out that something has happened and now they went over there to bring her. In either way, when they brought her, before that the elders of the community, they went to visit her. I'm not saying that they wanted to inquire about it. I'm not saying that they want to make sure that who is she. No, they went to visit her. Before they made the arrangements that they will have a warm welcome and they will announce in the city that the sister of Imam Islam is coming, get ready to welcome her. They went to visit her. When they went to visit her, they had questions too. They asked her the questions and she answered their questions, and they were convinced, and again they were impressed by her knowledge. Piety and all other things is one side, but this knowledge highlights and is a significant. So when they figured it out that she is not only the daughter of Imam, sister of Imam, and aunt of Imam, but she is also knowledgeable. So not only because they were excited that of course she is a blessed lady, she will come to our society, into our city, it's our responsibility and duty, we have to welcome her or provide her any comfort level we can, but also they were excited that because she is knowledgeable, so she will come and will educate us. So see, this is something which is very significant. Even today we can see Lady Mahsuma Salamullah and the city of Qom is of course Harame Ahle Bayt alayhi salatu Islam, it's called, because from there the knowledge is spreading around the world. This is something very unique and very important. This is something really we can't ignore, and I think that's exactly what we have to tell our children and we have to tell ourselves. And no matter at what age we are, we should try our best to seek knowledge, by reading articles, books, even watching now social media and TV channels. There are all type and all kind of TV channels. Sometimes you want to watch just to kill time. No, watch to get knowledge. Watch to increase your knowledge, and watch to see that what is going on around. Documentaries are over there, historical channels are over there, discovery channels are over there, all type and all kind historical series and serials has been made, dramas, Islamic movies. That of course gives you the knowledge. You have to equip yourself with knowledge. That is the best weapon. Towards the end, of this segment, of course, before we take a break, I would like to just mention one thing, which I can't ignore myself. And I always say that, where I congratulate, of course, today is happy day and these 10 days are the days of the celebration. But at the end of the day, I have to make a comparison. Lady Fatima Masuma, daughter of Imam, sister of Imam, aunt of Imam. And she was welcomed by people of Qom and were given a warm welcome with flowers, with slogans. And whole city was out over there to welcome her. And they were excited and happy because she was a blessed lady and she was coming to their city. And everybody wanted to see her, wanted to go close to her. Even now when the date comes in where she came to Qom, even now when they have that celebration, I have seen sometime, I can't control my cries. When I see that even when now they make the replica of that day, how people they welcomed, even now, today, when they make that to show people what happened in the history, even you will see that now even people of Qom, they becomes excited, But then I see there was another daughter of Imam, sister of Imam, aunt of Imam, and her name is Lady Zainab Kubra Salamullah Alaiha. And she went to Sham and she was also welcomed. She was a sister of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. But what a welcome over there. People were excited even there in the city. And they came out to see her. But in what condition? They were not throwing flowers or roses on her. They were throwing stone, rocks. They were insulting her. They were taunting her. And they were so excited and happy that they are the prisoners of war. And there is famous recitation, Amma Fiza, tell me, is this Sham? Why the stones are coming towards us? And they were taken into Sham as the Roman slaves were taken. She was a daughter of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, and daughter of Lady Fatima Zahra salamullah alayha. She was sister of Imam Yahseen and Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam, and Abul Fadl al-Abbas. And she was aunt of Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam, Imam Bakr alayhi salatu wasalam. But what a difference there and what a difference here. I mean, see that it's not without any reason that some cities and people will be blessed and somewhere else will be opposite than that. May Allah give us tawfiq that even today's time we will be like the people of Qom, where even today we will welcome the ideology and the family of Ahl Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. And our excitement will be that type and that kind. And inshallah, the day will come where we will welcome the Imam of our time with roses and flowers. Inshallah. Let's take a short break and we'll be back shortly. And of course, we'll open our phone lines and we'll provide the opportunity to all of you that you can call in and you can present your salam. And you can call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Salam Ya Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum al-sharif. Dear viewers, welcome back to the holy shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Welcome back to the holy city of Karbala and welcome back to the remaining program of Salam Ya Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. Once again, Asadallahu Ayamakum. Today is the 1st of Ziqad here in Karbala. And these are the days of the celebration of the Vilada of Lady Bibi Masuma Salamullah Alaiha and Masuma Qum Salamullah Alaiha and Imam Ali ibn Musa Radha alayhi salatu wassalam. May Allah give us tawfiq that we'll be able to, inshallah, understand their footsteps, their teachings, and we'll be able to implement upon ourselves, and then we'll be able to spread the knowledge through our practical examples, inshallah. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen, Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Today, we are in your service from the holy shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Our phone lines are open. The opportunity is there. You can call in and you can present your salam. And of course, also you can congratulate Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. And also you can call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right of Babul Hawa'ij, Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. And I'm sure that the prayers we pray are the supplications we supplicate upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam will not be rejected, will be accepted, inshallah. The title is Babul Hawaij, a door where your desires becomes true. And of course, their status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they being wajihan in Allah, chosen one by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and because of their sacrifices that they have made and the efforts they have made, and not only that, the jihad they have done practically, physically, verbally, in different perspectives and angles, and at the end they are the one that إن الله اشترى من المؤمنين أنفسهم وأموالهم بأن لهم الجنة, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala buys from mu'mineen their assets and their lives, and in return the minimum what he gives is the paradise. So we see that these personalities, they are the one, they have proven that they have sold their each and everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in return there are the status given to them. And one of those statuses are that when we come here, we visit, we salute them, we we present our salam to them, and we recite the ziyarah, which means that we acknowledge their efforts and their footsteps, their conduct, their sacrifices. And after that, when it comes to that, we call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with their name, their right, because we know that who they are, what is their status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, ultimately we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know that He is the one that who provides to us. We know that Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir, no doubt about that. But then, of course, we feel inner satisfaction that we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through them with their rights. Can we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly? Yes, of course. وَأَقْرَبُ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. No doubt. Some people, they will say, why can't you go directly? Yeah, we can. Nobody can deny this. Nobody can say that, I can't sit and say, Ilahi wa Rabbi man li khayruk. Ya Allah, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahim. Anybody can do that. Then why we come to them? Why we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with their right? The reason is that we feel we are weak. We feel we have not done enough. So now we look around and find those people, they are beloved one to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's intervened, it's like they are our wasila. That we will say that, because we know that Allah loves them. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. It's about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Prophet Muhammad, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. They tell them, if you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَاتَّبِعُونِي, then you have to follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yuhibbukumullah. Allah will love you. وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبُكُمْ, and He will forgive your sins. So the formula is given to us like that. That when we come to them, we know that, yes, we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We want Him to love us too. فَاتَّبِعُونِ. We have to follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his progeny. So that's exactly what it is, and that's how it works. That we follow them and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we know that you love them, they love you, and they have devoted their life and each and everything. They have sacrificed each and everything for your sake. And of course, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَشْرِي نَفْسَهُ ابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ رَءُوفٌ بِالْعِبَادِ. And we have the formulas. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَشْرِي نَفْسَهُ. Those people, they will sell their nafs. وَابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ. And what will they get? They will get rida of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are the one. Like Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. One of the implementation is, at least we can say one of the implementation, if it's not exclusively, one of the implementation of وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَشْرِي نَفْسَهُ ابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ is Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, the night of Hijrah, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, Ya Ali, go sleep on my bed tonight, because enemies, they were ready to kill Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then it was an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, go make him sleep and leave. And then Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib asked, Ya Rasulullah, will you be safe if I sacrifice my life? He said, yes, of course, I will wait for you in Medina. He said, Alhamdulillah, shukran lillah. He even went to sajda and said, Alhamdulillah, oh Allah, thanks to you that you gave this opportunity to me. And then he went to sleep, deep sleep. I mean, with no worries. And I believe that night was the unique night that Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, he says that I did not have before that and even after that such a sleep. That night he had this sleep. So what he gets in return? وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَشْرِي نَفْسَهُ ابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ. Now, if we want to get the rida of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we want to make Allah happy from us, what do we have to do? We will have to go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through these personalities. We feel comfortable. Otherwise, when I want to call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sit and talk to Him, I feel ashamed, because what I have done. I have broken the rules and regulations and the boundaries of Sharia. I have not performed my duties and my responsibilities. So and so. So when we look at it and so big list, we feel, I feel bad about it. I don't feel comfortable. But then when I go, I say, oh Allah, بحق أبو الفضل العباس عليه الصلاة والسلام, I feel comfortable about it. بحق Imam Musa Kadam عليه الصلاة والسلام. Then I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, be kind and polite and will accept my prayers, though I don't deserve that. So this is, a system, in fact, this is something that which we believe, and this is something which we follow, and that's exactly what it is. Yes, I know that there are so many questions people they ask, and sometimes they see things differently. Like, for example, they see that someone is standing in front of the zari of Imam al-Hussain and has raised his hands and he's asking. So some people, they will say, oh, why you're doing? Well, of course, we are doing that. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right. We know who they are. We know what is their status is. We know what have they done for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to respect them. We have to acknowledge their efforts and their sacrifices. We have to admit. We have to salute them. We have to remember them. We have to keep their memories alive and their sacrifice is alive. The philosophy of their sacrifice. And of course, that is the also philosophy of commemorating and mourning the tragedy of Karbala. We can't let it go. We can't forget about it, and we will never let others even forget about it. We won't let people, just forget about it. That's exactly what it is. They say, "Oh, forget about it." No, you can't. We can't. We won't. And that's exactly what it is. That through mourning of the tragedy of Karbala, through majalis-e-aza, through julus-e-aza, the processions, through different, of course, traditions and customs, each and everything, starting from day one, around the globe, everywhere, in different cultures, in different languages, in different types, small groups, big groups, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and all Arab countries, all the, Arab countries of a Persian Gulf, and not only that, Europe, even North America, Australia, Japan, everywhere you go, there are peoples, they are mourning. And while they are mourning the tragedy of Karbala, then people will come and see, what is this? Why is this? What happened? Who did it? How it happened? What was the reason? What is the story? So differently people are conveying the message. Bare feet walking on the streets, black clothes walking on the streets, beating their chest on the Fifth Avenue of Manhattan, New York, Washington DC, Los Angeles, San Francisco, even Chicago, Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Tokyo, London, Manchester. These are the big cities, Even in the jungles of Africa, go over there and see. I have seen a video and it has touched me a lot, that where I see that like African people, local community. And they had a procession in jungles, 10th of Muharram, with their kids, they're walking. It's not that they took their shoes off. They don't have shoes anyway. But then they're walking over there, and then they had a play over there, in the jungles, in the forest. And then they had a food over there, and they had like kind of, stage for Ashur, and what they were saying, I don't know, but I could understand they're saying Hussain, Hussain, Hussain. I knew that, okay, they are also the mourners of the tragedy of Karbala. They are commemorating. Where they are commemorating? In jungles, in forest. Nobody sees them, but Allah sees them. Allah knows what are they doing over there. Nobody is there. In forests, in jungles, nobody is there. But still, group of people, they said, you know what, let's have the procession. No matter, some people, they will look, what are they doing? Where are they going? Why they are walking, and what are they chanting? They are beating their chest, and what are they chanting? Hussain, Hussain, Hussain. Who is Hussain? And then of course, they will see that, who is Hussain? Oh, what happened? When did this happen? And then the whole story. We will not let it go. We will never forget about it, And we won't let others even forget about it. In Pakistan, for example, at the Day of Judgment, nobody can say that, oh, I didn't hear about it. Oh, Allah, it happened like 1,400 years before. I didn't know about that. No. This is itmam hujjah. That is at least, what we do, that each and every one of us has to tell others. So these are all, this is all part of the system, by the way. And that's how it works. That we do commemorate, we mourn, we celebrate even different events like the High Karamat. We come to visit. We call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We tell the world what is our belief and faith is, what we feel, and why, we do this, each and everything. Everybody has the right to ask. Sometime when they don't ask or you don't ask, then you won't be able to know the truth. So I believe it's good to, mention these things and let everyone know that what are we doing. And again I would say, Karbala TV, the services towards humanity and mankind, a big time, of course, 5 time, like Salat al-Fajr, Quran recitation, Salat al-Zuhran, Salat al-Maghriban, Salat al-Jama'a, in Haram Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam, in Haram Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam, praying towards Qibla, and praying in front of the cameras. Who are we? We are the Shia, we are the follower of Ahl Bayt al-Islam. You will say, so what? Is there something new about it? Yes. We should not forget the history. What kind of allegations they put upon us? You think like majority of people, they knew that how we pray? No. Yeah, the line is working now. Our first call from Karachi, Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum Maulana Sahab.
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू.
हेलो
जी मेरी बहन जी, बिस्मिल्लाह.
अस्सलाम alaikum Maulana Sahab.
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाह. सिस्टर, आपको मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? आपकी आवाज़ तो मुझे आ रही है बड़ी क्लियरली.
मौलाना साहब, मैं शाहिद बात कर रही हूँ कराची से.
जी बिस्मिल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह.
मैं को सलाम भेजते हूँ.
बिस्मिल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह जी बिस्मिल्लाह.
अल्लाह
लगता है प्रॉब्लम अभी सॉल्व नहीं हुई है, अभी भी चल रहा है मामला. सिस्टर, आपकी आवाज़ मुझे आ रही है. प्लीज़ आप अपना सलाम मौला की बारगाह में पेश कीजिए. सिस्टर हिना शाहिद, लगता है कि आपकी कॉल ड्रॉप हो गई है अनफॉर्चुनेटली.
مولا اس سالر بہن کی زیارت میں ہمارا نام بھی لکھ لیجیے گا. غازی آپ امید نہیں ہے کہ رکھتے ہیں مولا آپ دعاؤں کو قبول کریں گے. غازی بابل ہمارے مولا جتنے بچے امتحان دے رہے ہیں مولا سب کو کامیابیاں کے ساتھ میرے بچوں کو بھی بہترین کامیابی عطا کیجیے. آقا جو مریض ہیں ان کو شفایت بھی عطا کیجیے. مولا اپنی پریشانیاں دور اور سب کی دوروں کو بھر دیجیے خوشیوں سے. مولا ہمارے اور جو مقبول تو اپنی جوان میں عطا کیے جا سکتے ہو. اور سب کی پریشانیاں دور ہمارے مساجستان میں تمام امن ہو جائے. مولا حالات ٹھیک ہیں یہاں پر. مولانا صاحب, مجھے آپ کی آواز نہیں آ رہی ہے.
آپ کی آواز مجھے آ رہی ہے اور بڑی کلیئر آ رہی ہے. سسٹر ہنا شاید آپ کی آواز آ رہی ہے. محتاجم بدعا انشاءاللہ. بہرحال آپ کی آواز مجھے بڑی کلیئر آ رہی ہے, لیکن یہ ہے کہ شاید آپ تک میری آواز نہیں پہنچ رہی. پروردگار آپ کی دعاؤں کو مستجاب فرمائے, آپ کے حاجات کو پورا فرمائے, آپ کے مرحومین کی مغفرت فرمائے اور مریضوں کو شفائے کامل و عاجل عنایت فرمائے. آمین یا رب العالمین, آمین یا رب العالمین. جزاک اللہ. اور اللہ یہ سلمک. سسٹر ہنا شاہد, میں معذرت خواہ ہوں کہ بہرحال تھوڑا سا جو ہے نا یہ ٹیکنیکل مسئلہ بنا ہوا ہے کہ آپ تک میری آواز نہیں پہنچ رہی, لیکن جیسا کہ میں نے عرض کیا کہ آپ کی آواز کلیئرلی مجھے آ رہی تھی. اللہ تعالیٰ آپ کی اور ہم سب کی توفیقات خیر میں اضافہ فرمائے, آپ کو اور ہم سب کو اجر عظیم فراوان نصیب فرمائے. آمین یا رب العالمین، آمین یا رب العالمین. تو بہرحال یہ گزارش ہے. We have a next caller with us, Sister Shahida. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Shahida, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
سسٹر آپ کو میری آواز آ رہی ہے؟ سسٹر مجھے آپ کی آواز نہیں آ رہی اور لگتا ہے کہ میری بھی آواز شاید آپ تک نہیں پہنچ رہی. سو معذرت کے ساتھ سسٹر شاہدہ آپ دوبارہ کال کر لیجیے. ہم آپ کی خدمت میں حاضر ہیں. اللہ رب العزت آپ کی اور ہم سب کی توفیقات خیر میں اضافہ فرمائے. آپ کو اور ہم سب کو اجر عظیم فراوان نصیب فرمائے. آمین یا رب العالمین، آمین یا رب العالمین. آج ہمارا اس سیریز آف پروگرامز کا لاسٹ پروگرام ہے جی، اور پھر انشاءاللہ آف کورس اسی مہینے کے اینڈ پر آپ کی خدمت میں حاضر ہوں گا. اور بیچ میں اگر اللہ رب العزت نے توفیق دی تو انشاءاللہ ایک دو پروگرام حرم امام رضا علیہ السلام سے آپ کی خدمت میں پیش کروں گا. بٹ آف کورس ڈپینڈنگ اپون توفیقات، کہ اگر اللہ رب العزت نے توفیق عطا فرمائی تو انشاءاللہ میں آپ کی خدمت میں وہاں سے حاضر ہوں گا. اللہ رب العزت آپ کی اور ہم سب کی دعاؤں کو مستجاب فرمائے اور توفیقات خیر میں اضافہ فرمائے. لیٹس ٹیک اے شارٹ بریک اینڈ ول بی بیک شارٹلی. اسٹے ٹیون. اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجہم الشریف. سلام یا عباس علیہ السلام.
وہ طٰہٰ وہ یاسین وہ معراج حقا، وہ تسنیم و کوثر وہ جنت و طوبیٰ، وہ وحی الہی وہ قرآن مرسل، وہ توریت موسیٰ وہ انجیل عیسیٰ. ہماری امیری اسی میں نہا ہے کہ بن جائے دربانے دہلیز زہرا. مناجات بنت نبی کا اثر ہے، نظر آ رہے ہیں جہاں میں جو شیعہ. بکھاری بنایا اسی در کرب نے، انہی کی غلامی مقدر ہمارا ہے. مولا ہمارا وہی کل ایمان، لکھا دل کی دھڑکن پہ ہے نام اس کا. نہ دنیا نہ دنیا نہ دنیا خریدیں گے عقبہ کے بدلے، علی کو نہ چھوڑیں گے دنیا کے بدلے. یہ فانی جہاں زندگانی جوانی ہے، خوشیاں بھی دنیا کی فانی. یقیناً علی کے بنا سب پریشان و رسوا. اگر ہو محب امام زمانہ، اگر ہے محبت تمہیں خالصانہ، اگر ان کے در پہ جھکا دو گے سر کو، یقیناً بنے گا کرم کا بہانہ. کہو کتنے جمعے کی آیات ان کو، کیا کتنا ان کے لیے آہ و نالا. اگر ان کی نالیں سر پہ رکھو گے، بنو گے زمانے کے بہلول دانا. اگر ایک انسان کو مولائی کر دو، خوشی سے پڑھو عاشقی کا ترانہ. کبھی تم نے راتوں میں گریہ کیا ہے، یہی کیفیت ہے جنوں عاشقانہ. اگر دل ہو غمگین تب بھی ہے کافی کہ ہم ہیں غلام امام زمانہ. صلہ بے قراری کا خلد بری ہے، یہی ہے انہیں دیکھنے کا بہانہ. نسیم کرم کے خنک بار جھونکے، وہ باران رحمت سے سرشار جھونکے. نگاہ بصیرت کے وہ شامیانے، یقیناً بڑھائیں گے یوسف کی قیمت، اٹھانے لگے سر پہ بازار جھونکے. پھلے پھولے یا گلستان مہدی، زبانوں پہ ہر دم ہو عنوان مہدی، تجھے واسطہ پنج تن کا خدایا، بڑھے دم بدم عزت و شان مہدی، عطا کر ہمیں دولت علم و حکمت، دعا کر رہے ہیں فقیران مہدی، الہی ہمیں ان کا چہرہ دکھا دے خدایا شبستان مہدی، الہی کہاں ہے وہ زہرا کا یوسف، کہاں ہے وہ سرداب کنعان مہدی، دلوں میں بسا دے فقط ایک خوشبو، بنے روح مومن بھی گلدان مہدی، محبین آل نبی کی صدا ہے، عطا کر دے معبود عرفان مہدی، ندا جلد آئے منادی کی یا رب، بنا ہے خراسان مہدی، بنے لشکر مہدوی کے سپاہی، ہمارا ہو ایمان مہدی، ملی اہل ایمان کو راہ ہدایت، ہے روح بشر پہ یہ احسان مہدی، یہی آخری ہے تمنا فلک کی، دم ناز آ جائے سرحان مہدی، دم ناز آ جائے سرحان مہدی، یا مہدی،
اللهم صل على Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum al-sharif. Dear viewers, welcome back to the holy shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam, and welcome back to the holy city of Karbala, and welcome back to the remaining program of Salam Ya Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. Today we are in your service from the holy shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam. Today 1st of Ziqa'ad, and from today of course we celebrate the Dahai Karamat till the 11th of Ziqa'ad. 11th of Ziqa'ad is the day of the Vilada of Imam Ali ibn Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. I congratulate you in advance, and also of course ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq that we'll be able to understand their footsteps and we'll be able to implement upon our own characteristics, and through our practicing we'll be able to inshallah give the message out to humanity and mankind inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen, Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Still our phone lines are open. Well, at least you can try, and let's see what happens inshallah al Aziz. But again, if your call gets through and you can't hear me, you can present your salam at least. We have a next caller with us, Sister Shazia from United States of America. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. دیکھتے ہیں جی کیا بنتا ہے. سسٹر شازیہ السلام علیکم و رحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. جی وعلیکم السلام ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. جی بسم اللہ میری بہن, آپ کی آواز آ رہی ہے مجھے.
اچھا مول صاحب, آپ کی آواز تو آج بھی نہیں آ رہی, آپ اور آپ سب ہمارے پیش کہتے ہیں
بسم اللہ.
السلام علیکم السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ تعالی. السلام علیکم کردی المجد حسین عشق کردی حسین میں آپ کو وسیلہ بناتے ہوں جائز حاجات کے لیے, ان حاجات کے لیے مجھے ولایت سے قائم رہنے کے لیے مولا آپ کو وسیلہ بنا کر اپنے واجبات ادا کر سکے, گناہوں سے بچ سکے. اور مولا مدد کیجیے ہمیں, آپ اپنے صدقہ ادا کیجیے. آپ نے صدقے سے سب کی شادیاں اور اچھے فلائٹ ہوتی ہے. اگر ہمارا وقت ضائع ہو چکا ہے, اگر ضائع ہو رہے ادب چیزوں کے اندر, بہت بڑی خراب چیزوں کے اندر وقت نہیں کرے, وقت ہمارا ضائع نہ ہو سکے, تو زیارت کر سکے آپ کی معرفت کے ساتھ, ہم سے ایجوکیشن حاصل کر سکے, اس کے حلال واسطے ہوتی ہے
Muhtajam bidua, Khuda Hafiz, Jazakallah, or Allah Yasalmik. Sister Shazia from United States of America, Allah Rabbul Izzat आपकी दुआओं को मुस्तजाब फरमाए, आपके हाजात को पूरा फरमाए, आपको और हम सबको अजर अजीम फरावान नसीब फरमाए. All those mu'minin and mu'minat, they have requested to pray for them. May Allah accept their prayers, and those they are sick, may Allah give them early recovery. Those they have already transferred from this world to hereafter, may Allah forgive their sins and give them the highest status in paradise with Aima alayhi salatu wassalam, with Ma'sumin alayhi salam. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen, Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. And may Allah keep us on the right path. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. We have our next caller with us from United States of America. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sayyid Ali Hassan Naqvi from California. Yes, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Sayyid Ali Hassan, please go ahead.
I just want to say salam to Hazrat Abbas.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
And also congratulations to everyone on Bibi Masima. Well,
Salamullah, mashallah. Congratulations to you and to your family too, inshallah, and of course, the whole community. May Allah accept it. Go ahead. So you want to recite the ziyarah of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam?
yes.
Please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum ya Abul Fadl Abbas. Abul Fadl Abbas. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ahsan, jazakallah, jazakallah. May Allah accept it, and may Allah give to you and the whole family best tawfiqat inshallah, and blessed upon you, and best reward inshallah al-aziz. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen, Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Thank you very much, Sayyid Ali Hassan. Would you like to say anything else you want to share with us? Any message? I think the call has dropped. Thank you very much, Sayyid Ali Hassan Naqvi from Northern California, and congratulations to you and also to your family, inshallah al-aziz. So, well, that's exactly what it is. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We are still in your service from the Holy Shrine of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam. And today is the first of Ziqad. And again, congratulations to all of you. And may Allah give to all of us more and more tawfiq, inshallah. Those they have requested to pray for them, God knows what is in our hearts. May Allah accept the efforts of all of us, inshallah, and blessed upon us. And also may Allah give to all of us more and more tawfiq. And those they are sick, Parvardigar, may Allah give them early recovery. And those they are already died, may Allah forgive their sins, inshallah. And also may Allah make us die on the right path, which means Khatima bil Iman, Khatima bil Khair, inshallah al-Aziz. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen, Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. It's good to review, to think, and make ourselves think about different things. And of course, that also gives us determination, which opens our vision and encourages us. And that's incentive, in fact, that yes, where we are and where are we heading. I always emphasize that sometimes it's good to take out the time and just spare the time. Go somewhere, sit somewhere alone and think, just think. Just think about, review your life. I mean, who you are, where you are, what is happening, what is going on, and what are your plans, and what is ultimately your destination or your goal, what do you want to achieve. So that's exactly what it is. May Allah give to all of us tawfiq that we will be able to do so, inshallah al-aziz, because we are in this world not forever, and of course, time is going very fast. Again, as I mentioned that earlier, Alhamdulillah, again Muharram is coming. But even between these, Zilqa'dah and Zilhajj, 2 months, nobody surely can say that yes, I will be able to find the month of Muharram and I will be there. Nobody can say. Even a day earlier, nobody can say that yes, tomorrow I will be alive, so surely I'm going to be participating into the mournings and the commemoration of the tragedy of Karbala. Because a poet, he says, "Sama 100 baras ka pal ki khabar nahi." That we plan for 100 years and we don't know what is going to happen next moment. But of course, when it comes to the planning, we are thinking for 100 years. Of course, when you want to build a house, you will say, oh, build it, for 100 years. Guarantee, materially strong. It will stay there. We never know that what is going to happen next moment. But then, of course, our plannings are for 100 years. So, I believe we should plan for that 100 years where surely we are going to transfer and will be there for forever. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of thinking. But we are so busy, we don't have time to think, unfortunately. And that's exactly what it is. That when you come to visit the shrines, you have a time to think. Ziyarat trip is the best to come and think. We have an next caller with us from Multan, Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alaikum assalam. Peer Maula Ali Madad.
لبيك يا عدد أبو الفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين دعاء مخدوم الكونين سيدة فاطمة الزهراء سلام الله صلوات الله عليها. السلام عليك يا عدد أبو الفضل العباس مطيع لله ولرسوله وبسيدة فاطمة الزهراء وبإمام الحسن والحسين وبسيدة زين سلام الله صلوات الله عليها. السلام عليك يا علي ياحسين السلام عليك يا باق محمد وعلى بيت محمد رسول السلام عليك يا بقية الله العارف إمام الزمان الإسلام جل الله تعالى صاحبه سيدة الدماء سے دعا
محتاج
بحق سيدة بی بی سکینہ سلام اللہ علیہ. مولا آپ کو بڑی عزت ہے. تمام مومنین کی مولا مشکلات پریشانیاں دور فرمائے.
الہیہ
مولا عزت عطا فرمائے وسائل عطا فرمائے کربلا مولا آنے کی.
انشاءاللہ آپ سے عاشور کو ملاقات
ہوگی. بچوں کو خوشی نصیب ہو. اللہ آپ کو کسی کا محتاج نہ کرے. امام زمانہ علیہ السلام کی نیک امانی میں سفر بے خطر ہو. اور ایران کے پروگرام کے بارے میں بتائیے کہ کوئی معصومکم آزادی کا ظہور آپ کو مبارک.
خیر مبارک.
کیسے پروگرام ہے وہ بھی قبلہ بتانا.
محتاجم بدعا جزاک اللہ اور اللہ کی سلمک. انشاءاللہ جمیل حسین بھٹی صاحب آپ سے عاشور پہ ملاقات ہوگی. دعا گو ہوں کہ رب عزت اللہ رب العزت آپ کو انشاءاللہ توفیق عطا فرمائے اور جس کی جو مشکلات ہیں پروردگار آسان فرمائے. میرے پاس ٹائم نہیں ہے وإلا میں تفصیلی طور پر چاہ رہا تھا کہ کبھی اس بات پر بھی بات کروں کہ کچھ لوگ بہت ہی ایموشنل ہو کر میسیجز جو ہے وہ وائرل کرتے ہیں اور جس میں وہ یہ کہتے ہیں جی کہ بڑی زیادتی ہو رہی ہے, بڑا ظلم ہو رہا ہے جی, ویزا پالیسی میں سختی آ رہی ہے اور یہ زیارت کی راہ میں رکاوٹیں کھڑی کی جا رہی ہیں اور کیوں ایسا ہو رہا ہے. سب سے پہلی بات یہ ہے کہ میجورٹی آف جو سالار ہیں وہ کون سا زیارت کی محبت میں یا امام حسین کی محبت میں کام کرتے ہیں. میں معذرت کے ساتھ یہ بات عرض کر رہا ہوں, وہ سارا پیسے کے لیے کرتے ہیں. میجورٹی کی بات کر رہا ہوں, سب کی بات نہیں کر رہا ہوں, لیکن میجورٹی فور شور یہ پیسے کے لیے کرتے ہیں تو ان کو یہ سینٹیمنٹ استعمال نہیں کرنا چاہیے. نمبر ایک. نمبر دو وہ یہ ہے کہ یہ سختیاں کیوں ہو رہی ہیں. یہ سختیاں بھی تو آپ لوگوں کی ہی پرابلمس کی وجہ سے ہو رہی ہیں نا, کہ جو آپ پیسے لے کر پیسوں کی لالچ میں یہاں پر مزدور لا کے چھوڑ دیتے ہیں اور اس کی وجہ سے یقیناً چونکہ قانونی پرابلمس ہوتی ہیں پھر سختی جو ہے نا ظاہرین پر آتی ہے. تو اس کے رسپانسیبل بھی تو آپ ہیں نا. کب آپ نے مطلب جو ہے نا وہ بیٹھ کر یہ کیا ہے کہ بھی ہم بیٹھ کر ان معاملوں کو جو ہے نا کنٹرول کرتے ہیں. الزام لگانا بڑا آسان ہوتا ہے, ریئلٹی کچھ اور ہے انفارچونیٹلی. وی ہیو نیکسٹ کالر ود اس اطہر عباس. السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ.
وعلیکم السلام ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ.
جی جی
مولانا صاحب آپ کو بہت بہت شکریہ, آپ ہمیں زیارت کروا رہے ہیں مولا غازی عباس پاکستان. آپ کو مولا اس کی اجر دے, جزاک اللہ.
الہی
سلامت رکھیں, آپ اسی طرح مولا کی زیارت کرواتے رہیں.
الہی آمین انشاءاللہ انشاءاللہ. الہی آمین.
مولا سے میری دعا کیجیے گا کہ مولا مجھے اپنے در سے بلائے, میرا نام اپنی لسٹ پہ لکھے کہ اس سال شورا میں حاصل کروں
انشاءاللہ. جی ضرور ضرور, اللہ رب العزت جلد از جلد آپ کو.
غیر پڑھتا ہوں.
جی بسم اللہ.
مولا غازی عباس ابو الفضل عباس ابن مولا علی مشہور شہادت.
بسم اللہ.
السلام علیکم ابو الفضل عباس علیہ السلام. السلام علیکم ابن امیر المؤمنین علی علیہ السلام. السلام علیکم قمر بنی ہاشم. السلام علیکم سقائے سفینہ. السلام علیکم حجاب زینب. السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. اللہم صلی علی محمد و علی محمد. مولانا صاحب میرے لیے, میرے بچوں کے لیے دعا کیجیے گا مولا, ہمیں توفیق دے کہ ہم مولا کے در پہ آتے رہیں
انشاءاللہ. الہی آمین آمین یا رب العالمین. جزاک اللہ جی, اور اللہ یسلمک. جی تھینک یو جناب, تھینک یو اطہر عباس صاحب, جزاک اللہ, اور اللہ یسلمک. دس واز دی لاسٹ کالر آف آور ٹوڈیز پروگرام. Let's recite Surah Fatiha and 3 times Qul Huwallahu and 5 times Mujib for all Mu'minin and Mu'minat and for all Marhumin and Marhumat. انشاءاللہ میں پھر کبھی تفصیل کے ساتھ اس موضوع کے اوپر بات کروں گا. یہ جو زیارت کے اندر پرابلمز اور ہرڈلز آتی ہیں, ہمیں بیٹھ کر اس پر غور و فکر کرنا چاہیے, سوچنا چاہیے, اور ون وے نہیں چلنا چاہیے. سارے فیکٹس اینڈ فگرز کو سامنے رکھتے ہوئے کوئی اس کی سولیوشن نکالنی چاہیے, تاکہ جو واقع عام زائرین بیچارے, حتیٰ وہ جو سلاروں کے ہاتھوں ذلیل ہوتے ہیں یا پالیسیز کی وجہ سے افیکٹ کرتے ہیں, اس کو کسی کے طریقے سے حل کیا جا سکے. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین الرحمن الرحیم مالک یوم الدین. ایاک نعبد و ایاک نستعین اہدنا الصراط المستقیم صراط الذین انعمت علیہم غیر المغضوب علیہم ولا الضالین. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك على كل شيء قدير. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. 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 یا پروردگار, یا خالق اکبر, یا خالق کائنات, یا غفور, یا رحیم, یا کریم, یا غفار, یا استار, یا حی, یا قیوم. یا اللہ ہماری اس قلیل سی بات کو اپنی بارگاہ میں ہدیۃ المقبول و منظور فرما. پروردگار جو مومن و مومنات مسلمین و مسلمات بیمار ہیں, بیمار کربلا کا صدقہ شفاء کامل و عاجل عنایت فرما. پروردگار یا خالق اکبر, یا خالق کائنات, یا اللہ جو پریشان ہیں ان کی پریشانیاں دور فرما. جو بے اولاد ہیں اولاد صالح عطا فرما. پروردگار جو حج و زیارت کے مشتاق ہیں ان کو اپنی جناب سے معرفت کے ساتھ بار بار حج و زیارت سے مشرف فرما. ہمارے گناہان کبیرہ صغیرہ معاف فرما, آئندہ گناہان کبیرہ صغیرہ سے محفوظ فرما. اپنے حفظ ایمان میں رکھ, شر شیطان سے, جنونس کے شر سے محفوظ فرما. پروردگار ہم سب کا خاتمہ بالخیر فرمانا, ہم سب کے مرحومین کی مغفرت فرما, ان کی قبروں پر خصوصی رحم و کرم عطا فرما, ان کی قبروں کو جنت کے باغوں میں سے ایک باغ قرار عطا فرما. پروردگار ہماری نوجوان نسلوں کو دین اسلام کو سمجھنے کی اور اس پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق نصیب فرما. پروردگار ہمیں اپنے واجبات کو سمجھنے کی اور اس پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق نصیب فرما. ہمیں آپس میں پیار محبت کے ساتھ رہنے کی توفیق نصیب فرما. پروردگار مقامات مقدسہ کی حفاظت فرما. پروردگار یا خالق اکبر, یا خالق کائنات, جو مقروض ہیں ان کو قرضوں سے نجات عطا فرما. جو بے گناہ اسیر ہیں ان کو رہائی عطا فرما. پروردگار جو والدین اپنے بچوں کے سلسلہ میں کسی بھی حوالے سے پریشان ہیں ان کی پریشانیاں دور فرما, انہیں اپنے بچوں کی خوشیاں دیکھنا نصیب فرما. پروردگار بچوں کو اپنے والدین کا احترام کرنے کی توفیق نصیب فرما. ہمارے بارہویں امام زمانہ عجل اللہ فرجہم الشریف کا جلد ظہور فرما, ان کی کماحق کو معرفت نصیب فرما, ان کی زیارت سے مشرف فرما. پروردگار مسافروں کا سفر بے خطر فرما. پروردگار مراجع عزام کو طول عمر بابرکت نصیب فرما. علماء حق کا سایہ ہمارے سروں پر قائم اور دائم فرما. پروردگار ملک عزیز پاکستان کے اندر سیاسی معاشی استحکام عطا فرما. آپس میں پیار محبت کے ساتھ رہنے کی توفیق نصیب فرما. اور میرے مالک و خالق ہر قسم کی بیرونی اور اندرونی سازشوں سے محفوظ فرما. پروردگار تو دلوں کے راز بہتر جانتا ہے. جو دعائیں ہمارے دلوں میں ہیں سب کی دعاؤں کو مستجاب فرما. توفیقات خیر میں اضافہ فرما. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين آمين يا رب العالمين. Dear viewers, thank you for watching and participating in today's program. Inshallah, again, whenever we get the tawfiq, we will be here in your service from the holy shrines of Imam Hussain and Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Take care of yourself and don't forget us in your prayers. Inshallah, we'll see you in next program. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Khuda Hafiz.